One thing I kind of clicked to me today is um, I don't think um, the father um, of me wants me to um, look to him for direction. I think I am supposed to look to Jesus for direction, not the not the father. I know we're supposed to pray to the father and all that, but as far as me listening to somebody and following somebody, I'm supposed to um, follow Jesus. um, but I think it's pretty known that there's no real chance for me to listen to anybody else besides Jesus because he's the only one that has been through more than me, in my opinion. So, and I know he has. So it's the only person I think I will respect ever because I know he's been through the same as me. So, and I think that's what um, God realizes is that I'll rebel against everything in this world. I won't listen to anybody, and God knows that, you know. But the fact that I know that somebody cares about me, you know what I'm saying, and is still sticking with me, um, I feel like Jesus came for me, yes, but I feel like he's been walking me slowly through healing, recovery, like like walking a little brother, basically. That's how I feel. I feel like Jesus is walking me through all these things gently, slowly, like a scared little brother. If I'm honest, that's how it feels. like like my big brother came to get me and is walking me back very slowly down this road towards something, towards the Father, the kingdom, something. But that's how I feel. That's really how I feel because he already knows I've been hurt by everybody else. He already knows that. So that's why it's taken me even a long time to even build trust with somebody that has pretty much been with me, walked with me for 10 years, that I've noticed Jesus helping me, walking with me for about 10 years. And I just barely started to trust him. That's my trust issues. That's how big my trust issues are. It's real. It took me 10 years to finally trust Jesus, to even talk to him myself. for help, even though I know he's helping me the whole time, you know. But I think God or the Father knows I won't listen to anybody else that hasn't been through what I've been through. I won't respect anybody else. And I think God knows that. So that's why my best chance to obey anybody for my benefit, my best chance to obey anybody is Jesus, because I don't respect anybody else. I don't respect anything on this planet. Nothing. And I admit that because I know no one's been through more than me. So I don't respect it. You know, I don't, what they're telling me, you know. Because would you listen to somebody that's been through less than you? No. So, exactly. So, but I know that's a pride thing on my end, you know. But the fact that I do know that someone has been through the same as me, more than me, changes everything. I mean everything. For sure. But it's true that I can't really complain on this road because I know the one that's walking with me cares and has been through more than me, same as me. So I can't really complain. So that's why I keep walking this road, basically. I guess, but I think that's something God knows that I won't. The best chance for me to listen to anybody in life for direction is Jesus. It's my best chance to listen to anybody to help me in life. So because I don't respect anybody else. So I know they haven't been through what I've been through. I know they haven't walked what I've walked. But there is someone that has been through what I've been through. So anyways. But it does change everything. Everything. To know that Jesus is real. You know, and you can feel him walking with you every day. It changes a lot of things. It changes how I talk to people. It changes how I see the world. It changes how I walk. everything. It changes everything to have Jesus walking with you step by step, for sure. So, and, and he may have only sought me out because the Father wanted him to, but at least he sought me out, and didn't really give up on me when everybody else did. Everybody else saw me a certain way, Even I saw me a certain way. Even I thought I was a crazy person, like everybody was saying, evil and all that, but not Jesus. He's not scared of me at all. So that does change things, That someone doesn't see you as dangerous or crazy or evil like everybody else does. It does change things. That someone doesn't see me that way, So, but I think God knew that I wouldn't respect anybody else unless they were loyal to me, cared about me. And I admit I may not respect Jesus like a lot of people do, a lot of followers do. I admit I don't have that respect yet, but I will say I respect him more than anybody so far on this planet that I've come across. So I will say that much. But, so I think God knew the only way to help me is to have somebody that's been through the same as me, that I would respect, to even listen to at all, basically. Because he knew I was done with this world. This whole world I was done with. As far as listening to anybody, I was sick of this world. I admit that. I had enough of this place. I admit that. I mean, wait, since forever. I've had enough of this place. um, but but Jesus changes the game for sure with me. So I think so. It changes a lot of things. I mean, I would never walk a road of recovery and actually try to walk a road of recovery, of healing and recovery, and actually mean it to some extent if it was somebody else guiding me to do it instead of someone that I know has walked my life, been in my shoes. You know, I would never walk this road if I didn't know someone has walked in my shoes ever. I wouldn't walk the healing road at all. I would just be giving up somewhere in a hole. You know, basically, I would be done with this world, basically. You know, I wouldn't even walk a healing road of any kind of healing road. If I didn't know someone has walked this road, been through the same as me, knows that this will help me. This can help me, you know, already knows that. So that changes everything because I already know what won't help me. Religion won't help me. I know people are baffled by that, but religion won't help me. God knows that. So I have to be helped a different way, totally different way than religion. And like being guided outside of all that, you know, which is what he's been doing with different support groups, that type of thing. But yeah, I think God knew I wouldn't really have allegiance of any kind to anything or anybody if I didn't know, if I didn't really know that they walked in my shoes completely, walked in my shoes completely, you know, been through everything I've been through, even even being called a victim. I needed somebody that understood what it's like to be called the victim while you're trying to heal. Still to be called that. I needed, because I know Jesus knows what that's like to be called a victim. Quit being a victim. I know he knows what that's like. So I don't really listen to anybody because I know they haven't walked in my shoes. I do listen, you know, because I do think certain things come from God in a different way. Like I think some of the YouTube comments come from God or inspired by God for me to read it. Certain comments that you guys write, I'm supposed to read it at a certain time to hit me a certain way. I'm not kidding. But anyways, basically, I think God knew the only chance that I would listen to anybody or follow anybody or obey anybody or respect anybody is if I knew that the one that's trying to help me has walked in my shoes completely my whole life. I wouldn't respect anybody else unless I knew that. You know what I mean? I wouldn't listen to anybody else. I wouldn't follow anybody else. There wouldn't be any chance of me following Jesus at all in any point in time ever if I didn't know that he suffered my life, suffered already, been through what I've been through. I wouldn't follow somebody that hasn't been through what I've been through. I wouldn't. And God knows I wouldn't, you know. So that's why it's a big deal. Because I won't listen to anybody else. There's no chance of me listening to anybody else for direction on this planet if they haven't been through the same as me, if they haven't suffered as much as me, if they haven't been through more than me. I won't listen to them. I won't follow them. I won't obey them. I won't respect them. So I am starting to respect Jesus a lot more than I used to. That's for damn sure. For sure. Because he's stuck with me. No matter what I've said about him, while I know he's sticking with me. I'm saying all these bad things about Jesus, and I know he hears me. Because he knows I'm mad. Jesus is helping me, and I know it, and I'm saying bad things about him. But I know he understands. He knows I'm not very, very happy with things that happened that I feel like I should have been defended by him. You know what I'm saying? So he knows I'm not happy about those things. But there has to be a reason. I think there is a reason that I wasn't defended. But now all of a sudden I'm being helped a lot. You know. With knowing that Jesus is walking with me every baby step of the way back to the Father's house. It feels like the long way home. That's what it feels like, the long way home. Walking God's prodigal son home with his older brother, basically. Feels like my older, perfect brother walking me home. That's what it feels like. The long, painful, the long, painful way home. That's exactly what it feels like. Just, I think God saw enough of me getting my ass kicked basically down on this planet. I think he finally had enough of seeing me get my ass kicked. And basically, Satan laughing in his face, basically. I think God got sick of that. of Satan laughing in his face while I'm being targeted and beaten. I think God saw enough of that shit, so he stepped in, sent Jesus himself, basically, because he saw enough of that shit. So I'm being walked home. It feels like I'm being walked home the long way, the painful, long way, long healing road of through all my injuries that were caused in this life that weren't really God's fault that I have these injuries, and all that. But I hope to be healed. The farther I walk, the farther I go, I hope to be more of a fully healed man, bright star that I think God thinks I can be eventually, because I've been so to the depths of hell, so low, that he feels like, I think he feels like, since I've been so low in the darkness in life, he can traject me. It feels like he's walking me towards a trajectory, towards more of the light, more of the brightness of being, because I feel like I wouldn't know how to be bright, or, if I haven't been to the depths of the darkness, that's how I see it. But even though I've been through the depths of the darkness, the lowest of the low that I could go, I know Jesus went lower than me. Jesus went lower than me, which is fucking crazy shit. That he could do that and survive and come back as he is right now, to make that full swing of descending below everybody to become what he is right now. It's crazy to me. But anyways, but yeah, that's what it feels like. It's just, we're not home yet, and we may not be even close to home of the Father. We may not even be close to home, but I feel like we're making some ground, and I'm pretty confident. I'm very confident Jesus will walk me the whole way home. The whole way. Because he's walked this road. I know he has. He's been in my shoes. Even on the receiving end of him fetching me. It's like he fetched himself. That's how much he's been in my shoes. It was like he was fetching himself. So, that's what I think. But, anyways, know there's many things. There's many things I still have to do before I can be in God's good graces totally. The Father's good graces. I know there's a lot of things I have to do. So, things that I know that um, Jesus will show me what I have to do to get back into God's graces. I mean, God's presence, because to reach the Father, you have to be shown by Jesus or led by Jesus in some way to get back, to get to the Father again, basically. That's what I'm sensing. But because I honestly believe that only Jesus knows the way. Only He knows the way back home, to my real home. That's not on this planet. Jesus knows the way to get there and how to get there. Even if it's a long ass way, He knows the way. He's the only one that knows the way. When it says He's the way, I really believe He's the way. He's the only way to the Father, to the kingdom, basically. But anyways, I just gotta trust that He knows what He's doing, and He won't lead me astray, on this path, even when I want to be when I want to divert, for the worldly things. Anyways, I think I don't think He'll let me stray too far from Him, if I'm honest. But anyways, that's just something that I realized today, or sensed today, that I think God knows I won't listen to anybody else. I won't respect anybody else except someone that's been through more than me. And I know that He's been through more than me. I won't respect anybody else. I won't listen to anybody else that hasn't been through more than me. And God knows that. And so, but anyways, that's all I want to say for this video, I think. I will talk to you later.